Oh, some wind is good. It's too hot. As you may notice, we are mirrorless. We got this little janky guy down here. He's a little cleaning, but and you can't really see crap out of it. But I just like a little cleaner look. I need to level these out a little bit because I can tell this lever's up a little bit higher. But that's on the agenda. I definitely like the little bit cleaner of a look to it. I usually look, behind me when I'm gonna change lanes or anything, anyways. Most of the time, like for the most part, I'm usually if I'm on like city streets like this, I'm going faster than the people around me, so I don't generally have to worry about somebody coming up to my blind spot. But yeah, I like it. We have a couple of things on order. We got an exhaust, which is for the I can't remember if it was for like the Duke or the KTM, but it's like a little shorty guy. It's I have a feeling it's going to be loud. I did order a dB killer with it. They had 3 levels of dB killer, like dB killer, quiet, and like ultra quiet. And I have a feeling that with as minimal as this exhaust is, it almost looks like one of those like Tosh, like just like little shorty pipes that comes right off where you take the entire muffler off and there is no more muffling. So I have a feeling it's going to be a little bit on the obnoxious side. So we did order the dB killer with it as a just in case. It's coming from somewhere in Europe, so kind of unknown on the ETA. But we did also just order a tidy tail, so we'll have that coming. I was gonna make a tidy tail, but I'd be drilling into like the little factory small fender that's back there, and my plate would be sideways. It would just give more reason to get pulled over. So I was like, I'll just wait. And then this company came out with a relatively inexpensive one, and then they were doing like a discount for people in the KTM 390 SMC R Facebook group. So ended up getting that. Got an exhaust. Things are coming. So that's doing great. We are loving life on the bike. I can tell you that my gas light came on at 95 miles. So that was good to know because there is no odometer on like your main screen. You kind of have to just scroll through it. So if you do like the old DRZ route of just resetting your trip every time you fill up, you can kind of like look at your trip to know where you're about fuel tank wise. If every 95 miles you need to get gas and you're at like 65 and you're about to do like a 50-mile ride, get gas beforehand, reset it again. So that's been my kind of combatant for the fuel light, or not having a fuel gauge. It's more just needing to put miles on it to get it above that 625 mark for the break-in period. So we're just trying to get miles on it now, doing all the riding we can. But so far I've been loving it. It has been great. It is very comfortable, very fun, very smooth. I like it a lot. You're going too slow. But I'm excited for more aftermarket accessories to come out for this bike. I do need to go through and I will kind of want to do all the weight saving stuff that I can. I was talking to a gentleman the other day that on Facebook, on one of the Facebook groups, that took his to like a Supermoto track day. He said he took 19 pounds of stuff off the bike, which would be great. That would be ideal. That would keep it like closer to that 300-pound range where you want to be. So we're going to try to do some of that kind of stuff. There is a good amount of stuff that looks like it can be taken off of this, so we're going to do that. We do need to do something about these front turn signals. Those big monstrosities. I think he had the little kind of like wraparound ones that go on the fork tubes. I do like the look of those, so that'll be nice to kind of clean it up, shave some more weight. Take off the passenger pegs, take off those reflectors down on the lower fork tubes. But yeah, a little bit here and there, we can get the weight down a little bit. it'll be good. I need to get a different mirror because this thing just shakes. But so far, this bike's really coming together. This is really becoming like my the bike that I grab when I walk out to the garage and go, what do I want to ride today? It's usually a Grom, but this one is taking over. And it's not just because I can go on the freeway with it. It's just a hell of a lot of fun. The real question is, when do we get down to like the nitty gritty of like, do these little rubber cable holders weigh more than just a zip tie? And that'll be like the, how deep do we want to go in the weight saving to get it as low as possible. I have a feeling that this tiny little exhaust that's coming in is going to save probably the most amount of weight. That and taking off the rear passenger pegs, because it looks like a pretty gnarly thing. I feel like those are going to be the two biggest things, but I mean everything else, like the mirrors were decently heavy, definitely heavier than this little plastic guy. But yeah, if we can get a good substantial amount of weight taken off of this, we'll be cruising good. Try to get that top speed up. But so as soon as more parts come in, we'll get those thrown on and we'll kind of fill you in on how things are coming on the KTM. So until that happens, stay tuned. Like, comment, subscribe. Let me know your next mod on your KTM. And if you find anything that you think I should do to this one, I'll gladly look into it, because I am fully loving modding this bike. But yeah, thank you for watching.